What's going on, everybody? Kennybomb is in the building, and the official gameplay trailer for Mafia: The Old Country has finally landed. And there has been a lot of hype around this thing, so I'm excited to jump in here and hopefully find out exactly what we can expect once we get this thing in our hands. Let's jump right in and check it out. Alright, so we got intense violence, blood and gore, use of alcohol, all the good stuff. Let's go. Alright, this contains gameplay footage and in-engine cinematics. Alright, we got a little bit of horse riding gameplay there. This definitely looks like it's in-game.
But this matter is not yet resolved.
Woo, there's no way. Those graphics are too clean. That can't be in-game, right?
Of course.
I need to see a little bit more. Let's see. That is in-game. Oh my goodness. Alright, so it looks like we got some stealth. He threw the knife, switched to gunplay, and shot something in the environment. Looks like a lantern and caused some fire. Alright, so here we see, looks like a car race. Ooh, look at the environments. And then it goes from like third person to over the shoulder seamlessly. YouTube probably won't like that headshot right there, but it was beautiful. Some more horse riding gameplay. Looked like some, alright, gun brawling on the horses. From horse to carriage.
You again.
Oh my goodness, there is no way this stuff is in game. It's, oh! I was about to say, you can't kill our main guy in the trailer. Pre-order now. Coming August 8th. This thing is less than 3 months away. Alright, so while this was a shorter trailer, what they showed us was definitely impactful, and there were a few big things that stood out to me. First off, the graphics in this game are absolutely beautiful. And I know some people will say graphics don't matter, gameplay is king, and yes, that's true. But what's also true is, I'm a graphics whore, so the graphics definitely matter to me, and I think the studio nailed them. Now, if we take a look at our rating, so this game is rated M for intense violence, blood and gore, suggestive themes, strong language, and use of alcohol. So no nudity or no sexual content, which, you know, is fine. Nothing crazy. It looks like we are just going straight forward, focusing on Enzo, and he's not going to be straying off doing any nefarious activities. But let's go ahead and go back and look at the trailer. All right, so we start off with the boss man. And I'll say, just by the vibes I'm getting from this man, I don't think things are going to end off well with him. I don't think he seems loving enough for him to be the guy Enzo's tied to, but I think our final boss might be right here. He's saying loyalty. I think Enzo might do something unloyal, but that brings us to what looks like our first gameplay clip. And we see Enzo and the guys riding on some horses. Now, they did confirm this game will not be open world. It is going to be a linear experience, but I still wonder just how tight is that linear experience going to be? Because if we look, there's definitely a straight path you can go down. Let's go a little bit further. We see which looks like this path leads into this building here, but then it looks like it's two paths here. So I don't know if it's going to be open area linear or just straight on rails. You move straight forward and progress through the story, which, you know what? I love a story experience. So either way, I'm fine with it. Just really want to know exactly what we're looking at. And they did do another developer video, so I'm going to have to check that one out after this one. We'll do a breakdown on that too. But the world, though, we can't skip past the world. It looks beautiful. You can see like the moss on top of the building. This looks like a church here. So areas look nice in this game. You see the mountains in the background as well. Now we are at this underground cavern. What I would think is going to be underground. Kind of reminds me of Tomb Raider. All right. So I don't know if this part right here is gameplay or it's like a cinematic leading us into this cavern he's going into. But this is crazy if it is. If this is gameplay, this is insane. It looks like a movie. All right, the coin. Now, the coin is something I noticed. We see this coin flip. Coin hits the ground and catches this guard attention. This tells us that we'll have these different items, probably glass bottles, coins, things like that. There may be glass on the ground where you step on it and catch their attention. I'm just curious to know how deep the stealth will go in this game. Like, if I want to, can I throw that coin to distract this guard, sneak up, take him out? And if we look what happened after this, this guy popped up and caught him, or he rushed right into the battle. Looks like he just rushed in. Yes, so he rushed in before the guard saw him. So what I'm curious to know is if I want to go through this, like, and not aggravate anybody, can I kill him, come behind this, and wait until he's out, and then go get these two to go like full stealth? But he goes straight from the knife to the gun, and then shoots this little, shoots the what's the lantern thing on the ground, catches everything on fire. So that's going to bring in some pretty creative ways we can actually kill enemies as well, if we can use the environments. Let's see, speaking of using environments, I wonder if they'll do the thing where there's something hanging above the enemy, like we can shoot it and then drop it down on them. Just how far will these environmental kills go? And now we see this. Now I did notice the driving in this kind of looks a little bit slippery. We've never had a problem with the driving in their games in the past, especially in Mafia 3 where we had to drive quite a bit because they didn't have fast travel. So I think the driving should feel good, but it does look a little bit slippery here. And this is definitely my favorite area that we've seen. It kind of looks like the theater, the opera theater that we saw in the previous trailer. Oh man, I'm sorry y'all, I know I'm pausing it a lot, but I miss this type of gameplay so much. It's just something we don't get anymore. Like that Uncharted style, I mean Mafia style as well, because they did the same thing. What was that? He like blasted him out of, did he blast out of something, or was that like a visual effect? Ah, looks like something blew up behind him. So here we go with the horse race. We're not sure if he's chasing them, but he's definitely chasing them down to kill him. But I guess the boss man is right there. He jumped from his horse into that carriage. And then we see, all right, so he started off with a gun. So what I think is some type of conversation went down here saying, fight me like a man. You got your gun, I don't have a gun. Let's duel to the end. And this is where we see our knife battles. Because he could have easily shot him there, unless his gun jammed or, again, they called for, That's probably a quick time event. That's probably a quick time event. Maybe if you're losing, the button pops up, and you don't press it in time, Enzo is done. But that is our Mafia trailer. I was so thirsty for this. I feel like I just need and want more. But hey, we got a release date. It's coming on August 8th. Now, another interesting thing. Along with the release date, we also got confirmation that this game will only cost $49.99 in the US when it's released. Now, that's surprising because for a long time, the standard price for video games was $59.99 before it went up. And this one is even lower than that. So it's got me curious to know why. What I'm thinking is this is going to be a shorter experience with it being linear, but I don't mind at all. I don't think every game needs to be 100 hours. You give me 20 to 30 hours with collectibles and I'm good. Quality over quantity. But what do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comment section. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Don't forget to drop a like on it and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.